Happy early Sunday morning. This is day 5 of our quarantine meditation series. I just want to give you a lot of gratitude and say thank you for following along. I'm a true believer that a daily meditation practice is just so important for our entire state of being, right? If we even hope to show up for our family, for our friends, we have to first show up for ourselves. We have to first understand that calming our mind and emotions is so important. Okay, so let's get right to it. Yesterday we started talking about Eckhart Tolle's 3 modalities of awakened doing. And he teaches us that if we're going to operate as spiritual people on the path towards enlightenment, especially in times of challenge, we have to remember that one of these 3 modes is always in operation whenever we make any choices, whenever we have any interactions, and in all of our relationships. Hey everyone, it's good to see you guys. So yesterday I mentioned the first modality is acceptance. At the very basic level of enlightened living, we have to first accept our situation consciously, not fight reality. Because if you fight reality, it's a little bit insane. It's a little bit irrational. Once we've learned how to first accept what's around us and where we find ourselves, and then take conscious action instead of emotional reactions, the next level is enjoyment. And let's clarify what he means by enjoyment, because there's a common misperception about joy. So we normally think that we receive joy when we do something that we enjoy, that we experience joy when we do something or when we're with someone that gives us joy. Okay. Joy does not come from the external. Joy is rather a natural quality of our soul, a natural state of our higher self. And it's a misperception that we get joy from something that we do, rather than allowing joy to flow into the manifest world from our higher self, which is always there, always natural. So let's clarify that just for a moment. When we're in a state of intense, fierce presence, we can do that through meditation. We can do that through seeing a gorgeous sunrise or a sunset. We can do that through the sensations of unconditional love when we're with our loved one, our child, or our partner. It's the state of being that creates a portal into this physical world from a higher dimension, which is where our higher self lives and is and exists. That's why we think that we need an external stimulus or an external event or circumstance to bring us joy, but it's not the case. It's rather a state of intense present moment awareness that creates the space, the openness for this higher dimensional energy called joy to flow into the world, to flow into our physical self and then out into the situation that we're in. So it requires a lot of presence. It requires a lot of focused attention and awareness. And then joy just naturally manifests into the world. So at first it's accepting the situation that we're in, not fighting it. Secondly, being present enough to allow joy to flow from our higher self. Hey Asal, into the world. Hey Mom, hi. We're talking about joy from our higher self. So in other words, our soul, the real us, the real you, the real person, the real human being, which is the soul, is naturally joyful, is naturally blissful, is naturally content. It's our lower nature, our physical body, our emotional vehicle as well, and our lower mind that has all this tumultuous, energetic fluctuation and frequency, vibration. And so when it comes to emotions, right? That's the part of us that is not always joyful. Okay, with that concept being said, let's move into our meditation. All right, I hope you're sitting tall. Find your spine erect. I want to draw your attention to the third eye. This is a very important energetic center in the body, so don't close your eyes yet. I want you to practice something with me. Oh, hey, Florida. Hey, Jenny. So the third eye is not here, and you can't really point to it. You can't really say where any energetic centers are, spiritually speaking. You can say where in the body the energetic connections are of neurons. So there's one of these plexuses of energy inside the head, in the middle of the brain. So if you take your peace fingers with both hands and place them on your temples, and then close your eyes, and then just kind of sense the midpoint between those 2 points. That's roughly the seat of the third eye, the seed or the root of the Ajna chakra. This is the part of the brain we want to draw our attention to. Okay, so as we sit tall, draw your attention to that space in the middle of the head. We call it the midbrain, or the third eye, or the Agnya or Ajna chakra. Shoulders are relaxed, sitting tall. Now it's a little tough to identify this location because it's inside the head, right? It's in the middle of the brain, but just do your best. Maybe you can sense your eyeballs and move your attention behind the eyeballs, back a few inches. Or if you choose, you can identify the area of your soft palate, back top of the mouth, and then raise the attention an inch or so above that. And then, of course, begin to breathe. And as you breathe, begin to notice the physical air going in the body. But more importantly, notice that there's prana and energy that enters the body as well. And sense or feel that space in the midbrain is being targeted by this prana. And the more slowly, the more consciously, and more focused that you breathe, the more energized that point in the brain becomes. Deepen the breath. Take slower, deeper inhales and exhales, please. Okay, I'd like you to bend your right elbow, close your left nostril with your pinky and ring finger, and slowly breathe in and out through the right nostril. In and out through the right. Okay, close the right nostril with your thumb. Slowly inhale completely through the left, and then out through the left also. And then switch sides. And keep alternating, repeating. Inhale and exhale through one. Inhale and exhale through the other. Be sure that the breath is very smooth, very even. And you're taking full breaths from empty lungs to full lungs each time, each cycle. Use gentle ujjayi in the throat while you're breathing through the nose. Being mindful the whole time that you're targeting the third eye, you're directing your prana into that space, collecting, gathering the energy in the midbrain. One more cycle of both right nostril and left nostril, inhale and exhale. When you finish the exhale through the left, just rest the hands on the knees or on the lap and be still. And just maintain the awareness in that space in the head. Just keep focused there. If the mind wanders to other things, to breakfast later, to how comfortable or uncomfortable you are, just bring the mind back to the middle of the head, midbrain. Focus on pure consciousness there. And now take that same energy, that same awareness, and just place it into your heart. Just intend to move that awareness down into the chest, energizing and enlivening your heart space. And intend for you to be able to allow this opening for joy to come into the world. See yourself as a portal or an opening or even a spacious channel for the quality of joy, the energy of joy to flow from your higher self into everything that you do, into the physical dimension. Now for the last moment or so, you might choose to repeat the very simple mantra, I am joy. I am joy. Feel it in the heart space. And perhaps you drop the word joy and just repeat I am to yourself silently. I am. I am. Soham. Soham. Feel free to join me in chanting Om. Exhale all the air. Inhale. And slowly come back to your breath. Slowly begin to open the eyes. Honor yourself here. Just give yourself some gratitude. Have an amazing Sunday, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Namaste.